Every single year, thousands of highway accidents trace back to one overlooked component. Not brake failure, not engine trouble, tires. Specifically, the cheap, under-engineered rubber that budget shops push on unsuspecting drivers as good enough for the road. Here is the thing. The tire industry is not a level playing field. Some brands invest hundreds of millions of dollars into safety engineering, wet braking research, and quality control. Others invest in marketing budgets and fraudulent certifications while quietly cutting corners on the very compounds pressed against your asphalt at 70 miles per hour. And get this, the gap between the worst and the best tire brands is not just about comfort or tread life. It is about whether your family walks away from a highway emergency or does not. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration processes hundreds of tire-related complaints every year, and the brands generating the most dangerous noise are not always the ones you would expect. Some of them are sitting in tire shops right now, stacked up with attractive price tags, waiting to end up under your car. Here is what the tire shop will not tell you. Certain brands on the market today have active recall histories, documented blowout patterns, and consumer complaint volumes that should disqualify them from any responsible recommendation, yet they keep selling. Today, we are exposing 3 of them, and because we are not just here to scare you, we are also giving you the 6 brands that research, independent testing data, and safety certification records confirm actually keep you safe. Stick around until the end because the final safe brand on this list is one most drivers completely overlook, and it might be the single best value in tire safety available today. 3 brands to avoid. Brand 1, Westlake. Let us start with a name that sounds almost reassuringly American, Westlake. It is not. Westlake tires are manufactured by Hangzhou, Zhong's rubber company in China, and they have been generating NHTSA safety paperwork since at least 2007. That year, Foreign Tire Sales Incorporated formally notified the NHTSA that a safety defect existed in certain Westlake, Compass, and YKS light truck radial tires. And that defect was not cosmetic. The problem was structural. Inadequate nylon overlays in the tire construction meant the tires were at elevated risk of tread separation under normal highway conditions. The real kicker is that tread separation does not announce itself. You do not get a warning light, you do not get a slow leak. You get a sudden, violent loss of control at highway speed, with belt material shredding away from the carcass while you are doing 70 miles per hour on an interstate. Consumer forums and RV owner communities have documented Westlake failures with alarming consistency. Blown sidewalls, destroyed trailer fenders, and $1,500 to $2,000 damage events from a single tire failure. Here is the thing. Westlake tires appear in budget tire shops and come factory installed on certain trailers precisely because they are cheap to source. That cost-saving decision is passed directly onto you in the form of compromised structural integrity. Bottom line, Westlake is a dinosaur in automotive safety terms. The technology is dated, the materials are budget grade, and the paper trail with federal regulators is long enough to be disqualifying. Do not let a price tag convince you otherwise. But if you think Westlake's track record is troubling, wait until you hear what our next brand has been quietly doing. Brand 2, Milestar. Milestar is the kind of tire brand that flies completely under the radar, and that is exactly the problem. Sold under Tireco Incorporated and connected to the PT Multistrada Group, Milestar has accumulated NHTSA compliance violations across multiple product lines. In 2016, Tireco Incorporated issued a formal safety recall for Milestar brand radial commercial truck tires that failed to conform to federal motor vehicle safety standards. The brand's parent group was later denied a petition for a decision of inconsequential non-compliance by federal regulators, meaning the government formally rejected the argument that Milestar's compliance failures did not matter to the driving public. Translation: the company attempted to argue that their tires' safety violations were not a significant concern. Federal regulators disagreed in writing. And get this, Milestar tires are frequently positioned as affordable all-terrain and performance options, which means drivers purchasing them believe they are getting a capable, properly tested product. The reality is a tire brand with a pattern of failing to meet the exact federal standards that exist specifically to prevent blowouts, tread separations, and catastrophic failures at highway speed. The UTQG traction and temperature grades on Milestar tires consistently lag behind Tier 1 manufacturers, but the compliance record is the real story. Budget retailers love this brand because the margins are strong. Your safety, however, is not part of that calculation. Bottom line, Milestar is rubber roulette at 65 miles per hour. The compliance history is disqualifying and no price discount is worth a federal standard failure event under your vehicle. Have you or anyone you know had a sudden tire blowout on the highway? Drop the brand name in the comments below. We read every single one, and your data helps us expose the brands that keep slipping through the cracks. Brand 3, Prinks and Fortune. The third brand on this list is one that generated its own federal headline in December of 2024. Prinks Chengshan Tire North America recalled 541,632 winter tires, over 500,000 units, after the NHTSA confirmed that Fortune Tormenta and Prinks High Country tires bore the three-peak mountain snowflake symbol on their sidewalls without actually meeting the traction standard that symbol legally represents. The three-peak mountain snowflake is not a decoration. It is a federally recognized safety certification indicating that a tire has passed the ASTM F1805 traction standard for severe snow conditions. Here is the thing. Prinks and Fortune were stamping that symbol onto tires that their own engineers eventually confirmed were likely to fail that exact test across all sizes and fitments. Translation: if you purchased these tires believing the symbol on your sidewall, you were driving on winter roads with a completely fabricated safety guarantee. The corporate failure here is not a minor quality control slip. It is the deliberate application of a safety certification to a product that does not meet the underlying standard. Over 100 different sizes were affected, sold in the aftermarket across the United States to drivers specifically seeking winter safety performance. The real kicker is that this was not caught by Prinks during internal quality control. Federal scrutiny and NHTSA investigative pressure forced the issue into the open. Bottom line, Prinks and Fortune built their sales figures on a symbol they had not earned and a standard they could not meet. When the weather turns and the roads ice over, those 500,000 plus tires are the automotive equivalent of a fire extinguisher filled with water. 6 brands that actually keep you safe. Now that you know what to avoid, here are the 6 brands that research, independent testing, and verified safety records confirm are worth putting under your vehicle. Brand 1, Michelin. Michelin is the industry's North Star, and the data backs that up without hesitation. Consumer Reports has ranked Michelin at the top of its tire brand evaluations for multiple consecutive years, and independent wet braking tests consistently place the Michelin Cross Climate 2 among the safest all-weather tires available in the United States. The Cross Climate 2 uses a V-formation tread architecture combined with an advanced silica-infused compound that maintains grip flexibility across both summer heat and near-freezing rain, meaning the tire that performs in August is the same tire performing in November. And get this, the Michelin Defender model achieves a projected tread life of 100,000 miles, the longest independently verified figure in the Consumer Reports tire database. That is not marketing language. That is a number derived from controlled wear testing. Michelin's EverGrip technology progressively opens new traction grooves as the tire wears, ensuring that grip levels do not deteriorate as the tread reduces. Translation: a 2-year-old Michelin tire is still engineered to outperform a brand new Westlake on every meaningful safety metric. The price point is higher than budget alternatives, but when you factor in replacement frequency, safety consistency, and a clean federal record, Michelin represents the most defensible value in the category. Bottom line, Michelin is bulletproof engineering on 4 wheels. If you drive a family vehicle and you care about what happens in a sudden rain emergency at highway speed, this is the brand the data consistently points to first. Brand 2, Goodyear. Goodyear is currently the largest tire manufacturer in the world, and that scale reflects decades of engineering investment, not just production volume. The Goodyear Assurance. Weather Ready ranks in the top 3 for wet braking confidence in the United States according to independent tire safety rankings for 2025, with proven performance in both heavy rain hydroplaning scenarios and cold weather grip transitions. Here is the thing, Goodyear invests specifically in weather transition performance, which is the exact scenario that kills the most drivers. The road that was dry 5 minutes ago and is now soaking wet at 55 miles per hour. Goodyear's Assurance Fuel Max model delivers energy savings equivalent to 2,600 miles worth of fuel over a set of 4 tires, meaning the tire pays you back financially over its lifetime. The engineering philosophy at Goodyear is consumer outcome driven, which means their research and development dollars go into problems that affect your safety and your wallet simultaneously. And get this, Goodyear's recall rate on passenger tires is among the lowest of any major manufacturer, while their warranty and road hazard support programs are among the most comprehensive available at retail. This is a brand that stands behind its product because the product holds up under scrutiny. If this kind of data-driven breakdown is useful to you, hit that subscribe button right now. We do this every single week. No paid sponsorships, no brand deals, just the research you need to make decisions you can trust. Bottom line, Goodyear is the gold standard of accessible, safety-first tire engineering. Large enough to invest billions in research and development, disciplined enough to maintain quality across every product line in the portfolio. Brand 3. Bridgestone. Bridgestone is the world's largest tire company by total revenue, and that distinction is earned through an engineering culture that most consumers never see. Bridgestone developed run-flat tire technology that allows a vehicle to continue traveling up to 50 miles at 50 miles per hour after a complete pressure loss event, transforming what would be a catastrophic highway emergency into a controlled, manageable stop. That technology came out of Bridgestone's internal commitment to eliminating tire-related fatalities, not out of a marketing brief. The real kicker is that Bridgestone's reliability scores across independent consumer testing platforms consistently place them in the top 3 positions across every major category: passenger, SUV, and light truck. Their Ecopia line leads in rolling resistance efficiency, while the Turanza line consistently scores top marks in wet road handling and ride comfort. Bridgestone also invests specifically in thermal management technology for their tire compounds, meaning the rubber does not degrade under the sustained heat of long highway drives the way cheaper alternatives reliably do. Here is the thing: thermal degradation is one of the leading causes of blowout events on extended interstate trips, and Bridgestone engineers specifically for the scenario that most budget brands completely ignore. Their quality control infrastructure includes in-production testing at every major manufacturing facility worldwide. Bottom line, Bridgestone is the definition of engineering integrity at scale. If you drive long distances or operate a vehicle that carries significant weight, this brand belongs on your evaluation list without question. Brand 4. Continental. Continental represents German engineering excellence applied specifically to the problem of keeping you alive in wet conditions. The Continental All-Season Contact 2 won the wet handling category in a 30-tire independent comparative evaluation, posting the fastest wet handling time in the entire test field at 107.96 seconds. In the United States market, Continental's ContiSense technology uses electrically conductive rubber compounds to enable real-time monitoring of tread depth and road temperature, giving drivers an active safety advantage that no budget brand comes close to offering. And get this, Continental's Terrain Contact H/T delivers a predicted tread life of 70,000 miles while maintaining exceptional wet braking performance. That combination of safety and durability is not accidental. Continental's UHP segment sales increased by 15 percentage points between 2019 and 2024, meaning safety-conscious drivers are gravitating toward Continental at a measurable and accelerating rate. Translation: the market is already voting with its wallet, and the evidence says the market is making the right call. Continental's recall record on major passenger tire platforms is clean, and their technical investment spans both performance and everyday touring categories with equal discipline. Bottom line, Continental is precision German safety engineering available at American tire shops. The wet handling data is exceptional, the technology is genuinely advanced, and the consumer safety record is one of the strongest in the industry. Brand 5. Pirelli. Pirelli is the brand that independent tire safety testing communities keep placing at the top of braking benchmarks, and the numbers are not subtle. In 2024 and 2025 comparative evaluations, the Pirelli Cinturado All-Season SF3 posted the best wet braking result in its test group at 25.14 meters from 100 kilometers per hour. It also won the dry braking category in the same evaluation, finishing at 36.97 meters. Translation: from 100 kilometers per hour, you stop nearly 4 meters shorter in the wet on a Pirelli than on the worst performing tire in that same test group. 4 meters is the difference between a near miss and a collision. Here is the thing: Pirelli's motorsport program is not just a marketing exercise. Pirelli serves as the exclusive tire supplier to Formula One racing, meaning their compound research operates at the absolute frontier of grip science available anywhere in the world. Consumer tire technology filters directly down from those racing compounds, particularly in silica compound optimization and tread block rigidity under lateral stress. The real kicker is that Pirelli tires are available at price points genuinely competitive with brands offering far less measurable capability. For urban and suburban drivers who encounter wet roads regularly, Pirelli's braking performance advantage translates directly into a meaningful statistical reduction in collision risk. Bottom line, Pirelli is the closest thing to a safety guarantee on 4 wheels for wet weather drivers. The braking data does not lie, and neither do decades of the world's most demanding motorsport program feeding directly into the tires under your car. Brand 6. BF Goodrich. The final brand on this list is one most everyday drivers walk right past in the tire shop, and that is a mistake worth correcting today. BF Goodrich has been developing consumer tires through active motorsport competition for more than 40 years, including off-road racing programs that demand a level of structural integrity no standard tire laboratory test can fully replicate. That heritage produces a compound and multiply construction methodology that carries over directly into every consumer lineup they produce. The BF Goodrich Advantage Control delivers a treadwear warranty of 75,000 miles for H-rated tires and 65,000 miles for V and W-rated models, backed by a computer-optimized tread design that independently enhances safety across all weather conditions. And get this, BF Goodrich's advanced rubber compounds are formulated specifically to maintain flexibility across a wide temperature range, meaning the tire performs consistently whether you are driving in 90-degree July heat or cold November rain at midnight. Professional mechanics and fleet operators, the people who make tire decisions based on total cost of ownership and documented failure rates rather than advertising, consistently recommend BF Goodrich for this exact reason. Here is the thing. A tire that commercial fleet managers trust with their livelihood is a tire that has proven itself at a level most individual consumers never get to observe. Bottom line, BF Goodrich is the overlooked gold standard on this list. 40-plus years of racing-derived engineering, outstanding warranty coverage, and a professional mechanic community that endorses it without a single brand deal in sight. This is the tire that quietly outperforms its price tag every single time. The tire industry runs on a clear divide between brands that engineer for your safety and brands that engineer for their own margin. And for most drivers, that divide is completely invisible, because a tire looks like a tire until the moment it does not hold. The 3 brands we covered today, Westlake, Milestar, and Prinks and Fortune, each carry documented federal safety histories, compliance failures, and records of consumer harm that make them indefensible recommendations at any price point. They remain on retail shelves because the supply chain rewards cheap sourcing, not because any serious safety engineer would put them on their own vehicle. The 6 brands on the safe side of that divide, Michelin, Goodyear, Bridgestone, Continental, Pirelli, and BF Goodrich, are not uniformly premium or unaffordable. They range from accessible everyday touring options to engineering-intensive performance tires, but what they share is an uncompromising commitment to compound development, quality control, and safety testing that the dangerous brands have actively and repeatedly avoided. Here is the thing. The best tire for your vehicle is not necessarily the most expensive one on the wall. It is the one that has been tested, certified, and backed by engineers who actually care whether it holds together at 70 miles per hour in a rainstorm. Final wisdom: go out today, pull up the NHTSA database, and search your exact tire brand and size for any active complaints or recalls. It takes 4 minutes. It could be the 4 minutes that saves your life or the life of someone riding in your car. The information is completely free, the process is straightforward, and there is absolutely no excuse for driving on a tire you have never vetted. Bottom line, your tires are the only part of your vehicle that actually contacts the road. Everything else, the engine, the brakes, the suspension, the stability systems, works entirely through them. Do not save $20 on something that costs everything. Hit subscribe if you want the truth about what is actually keeping you safe on the road. We will be back next week with another investigation the tire shops and dealerships would prefer you never see.